One of the areas, and which we all know, where the crime has been showing an increasing and a rapid increase in trend is in the cyber crime. We always used to say that cyber crime is the crime of the future, but unfortunately it is a hard reality for us. From 1379 cases in 2019, today we have 5646 cases. There has been almost a 55% increase in cyber crimes, and the reasons we all know, since the entire life and lifestyle has now shifted onto the online platform. Most of these cases happen due to lack of awareness and exercise of caution by the user. On part of Hyderabad city, we have taken certain initiatives last year under the guidance of CP, so as to ensure that there is an ease for the complainants. The first being that in this year, registration of cyber crimes was started in all law and order police stations. In every police station, the staff has been trained to investigate cyber crime. You know, till previous year, there was only one single cyber crime police station in the CCS where all cases were investigated. But because of the volume and because of the ease for the public, now it is registered in each and every police station. A second major step has been the implementation of the helpline. I would like to tell you the number of the helpline, and I hope that you will publicize it. 155260. This is a nationwide helpline to the portal, the CFCRMS portal. Now, any citizen who is a victim of a financial cyber crime can call up this helpline number. And when you call up this helpline number, immediate steps are taken so that the amount is frozen in the concerned bank. It is a national wide portal. It has link to all the banks everywhere. In this year itself, since this portal started, 3,743 complaints have been received, and close to 1 crore rupees we were able to freeze in the bank accounts so that the victims do not suffer. Every year, and we all know that the criminals always keep coming up with new ideas, with new methods, and new ways in which to cheat the public. Through you, I would like to just share a couple of most important MOs which have come to light, so as to educate the public of what they should not do or what they should be wary of. When we looked at the financial cyber crimes, we find that 45% of these crimes are basically the UPI fraud. UPI fraud meaning when a QR code comes to you, you are asked to scan that code, saying that if you scan that code, you will receive some money. Because of lack of awareness and knowledge, a large number of citizens start scanning that code, and once you scan that code, actually money goes from you and doesn't come back. I would like to appeal to the public that scanning of code is only required when you have to make a payment, not to receive the money. So please, if anybody asks you to scan a code saying you will receive money if you scan the code, please do not do that. Another important, almost 15% of our cases in cybercrime are the famous OTP frauds. We all know about the OTP frauds, but even then, so many people are falling prey to this modus operandi, wherein they ask you to share your OTP. Once the OTP is shared, money is taken out from your account. So again, to the public, the banks or any financial institutions never ask for the OPT. So please do not share your OTP with anyone. Another emerging which we are seeing these days is the fake customer care. What happens is that whenever you have any issue, we start looking at the customer care number. And what do? We Google. We do not go to the website of the company. For example, if an XYZ company product is there and you want some customer care, you have some issue. So you should actually first go to the site of the company and then look for their customer care number. We don't do that. We search the Google asking for a customer care number. In that, a number of times fake customer care numbers, fraudsters put on it. When you use that customer care number, call them up, again you are defrauded in paying some money. So, request to the public, please go to the website of the company from where you need services, and in that website look for the customer care number and not Google search for a customer care number. We are also seeing that a large number of victims of cybercrime are the elderly. The pandemic and everything has now forced most of the people to do, the elderly not going out of the houses, and so they are also shifting to using the cyber world for their small things, whether it is bank or anything. But they are more gullible because they do not have much knowledge about safety, and therefore through you I would like to appeal to the families, to their children and grandchildren, that whenever you are gifting a smartphone to your elderly, please also tell them what are the safety tips to be followed. Also, you can go to the website of Hyderabad City Police as well as our cyber crime to know about do's and don'ts. Last year, you are all aware about the major online gaming and loan apps case which City Police had busted. A large number of people were involved, including some foreign nationals. But once we had busted for a few months, there was a lull in the activity. But just like the head of the Ravana, we are again seeing an emergence of these loan apps. And in the last 15 days, 5 more cases of loan app have been registered, almost involving initially now 46 more loan apps. So again, as we had requested last year, please do not download these loan apps and try to take these loans which are without any collateral security. They are only a way to trouble you. Similarly, another thing which has come to light, again app-based, is the investment fraud. In this, we already have 162 complaints regarding this, involving almost 7.48 crores as of now. 18 people have been arrested. Again, in this, it is almost a similar modus operandi, where they ask you that even if they first ask you to pay a very small amount, say about 100 rupees, and they say within one day it will turn to 200, so you get 200. You pay 500, you get 1000. And that is how they lure you to put more money. And once you put your more money, it never comes back. So we have to be careful of where we should always remember that there are no free lunches and nothing comes like that. Why would anybody double your money in a day? It's just not possible. We have also come to know in a neighboring state about another online gaming thing which has started, in which there is a use of cryptocurrencies now. We all are these days investing in cryptocurrency is something where a large number of people are going into, where that is a new thing that you start investing through cryptocurrencies. Now in this also there are people who are defrauding. Already 16 cases have been registered in the CCS involving cryptocurrency. Here also they ask you to share your cryptocurrency details, and once you put it in your wallet, then the money is taken away. Therefore, it is a request to all the public that if you are going to be using or investing to cryptocurrency, please go only to the reputed and long established players in this field.